Hey cuties, PeachY here. Welcome back to a new video, and in this video we are going to be breaking down the latest episodes from last week, which are Crushed and Overprotective. So let's get into it. Okay, so starting off with Overprotective, which is all about Claude and Claudine's relationship. We start off with Claude, as with every episode, recording on the eyeball, recalling his latest adventures. He's getting used to Monster High. He's no longer getting scared by the bell when it rings, because it used to scare him. It's a really loud scream. And then here, because he's older by a year, technically, because in the other universe, he's just older. He's older. Basically, it's a big techie way of saying that he's older than Claudine, and that's why he gets to ride this invention that I guess Frankie made or something, and it's like a jetpack. So he talks about how before it was just him and his mom, and now he has a whole new relationship with his dad and Claudine. And so here we are at Claudine's house, and we actually get to see Claude and his dad meet for the very first time. It's so wholesome. It is so touching. It's just a really cute little moment. And he even faints. He's just, yeah, it's so cute. It's so sweet. He says, he missed him growing up, but now he's here, so they will have plenty of time to catch up. And I love that Claude, because he knows Spanish, he speaks Spanish, so I love that he sometimes mixes in Spanish words into his sentences. It's just very realistic of a child growing up, in a mixed household. So it's really cool. So that's really adorable. I love that. And then they get to bonding over like inventions, which is adorable. And then the dad starts talking about how now he has a sister, so he should take care of her, he should protect her, and whatever. And then Claudine's like, hey, I can take care of myself, thank you very much. And then he says to Claudine that you should take care of each other, not just like him, her, because they're siblings now, and they have to take care of each other like a team, and like the awesome team that they are. It's really sweet, this whole thing. But he is kind of like feeling overwhelmed because he never had a sister, and now he's like just in new territory where he just doesn't know how to, go about this new relationship with a sibling. So he's kind of doubting himself, which is completely understandable. And he's now getting a call from Claudine, who says she's like screaming. She's like, it's an emergency. And so she tells him to go to like this bookcase into the catacombs. And so he gets there, and everyone's waiting for him, and they're all wearing their pajamas. It looks adorable. Look at these pajamas here for Deuce and Frankie, which are different outfits as well. And then also Laguna, we can barely see. So look here, they look amazing. Look at this coat. It actually looks like a fur coat and not like a robe. It looks really cute. And then Laguna, she definitely is very inspired by her spa day doll look. But it's really cute. I love how they take inspiration from the actual dolls here for the outfits. And Frankie's outfit, actually, this is the outfit that she was going to wear, that she was wearing on the prototype version, but they changed it, obviously. So this is the old version of their outfit, which is very interesting that they kept that version of the outfit on Frankie. But so basically they explained that they always throw these like pajama parties here in the catacombs, because here is where they can really go on full out with all their games, and it's just a lot of fun. So it's really a good time. So here we can see, that they invited Laguna's boyfriend at one point, and he even almost fainted. So I wonder who that boyfriend was, but really cool. And here we get a close-up of Deuce. And so as they explain it more, he's like, yes, I'm in. Of course he's in. And so they start off with a light game of cards, it seems, but these cards are special because, and look here, look at this group shot. It really sucks that he doesn't have pajamas on, but yeah, so the cards come alive and they like bite. And so because Claude is now very aware of protecting Claudine. He's like, don't touch the card. It's gonna bite you. So he throws away the card, and they all start flying all over the place. And then he's like, do you have like are you bit? And he's like so worried. It's so cute. But then obviously she's like, back off. Like, it's just a card game. Like, I can handle myself. Thank you very much. And so it's very funny. Also, these interactions with Deuce and Frankie and the others, because they're very aware of like what's happening here, but they're just like kind of like awkwardly looking. It's like they don't know what to do, so they keep suggesting playing other games to like ease the tension away. So the next game they want to play is something to do with like so they are in teams, and then they have to carry the goal is to like carry this baby Leviathan towards the square of each theme of each team, and if they do that, they win. So and then Laguna gets really into it, like she really loves that. It's like if the baby Leviathan like wakes up, that's basically game over. And look at it's so cute. Like I don't think it means anything, but it's just so cute how Laguna is always like just always like so cute around Claude. And this is not the first time. Like in the last episode they had cute moments. Like I kind of feel like maybe they're gonna be a couple. I don't think so, but like it's just they keep hinting at it. It's so cute. But yeah, it's really cute, her outfit as well. And so they start playing the game. I guess it's like the thing. And then so Claude tries to distract Deuce to get so Claudine can get the baby. And then they run off with the baby. But because, the baby's about to wake up, he's like, no, we gotta throw it away so we don't get hurt. Again, super aware about protecting Claudine, and so the other team ends up winning. And look, little finger clap with Laguna and Draculaura. So the game is over, and Claudine's like, again, like, what are you doing? And so everyone's like, okay, let's just move on, different game. And so they start playing hide and seek. And so look at this cute little moment. Like Laguna's like, I called him some Draculaura, but then Draculaura explains that like not last time they hid in like the pipes and it was just super wet, so they're not going to do that. Of course they're not going to do that this time, but they probably will hide there again. So they're hiding in teams, and Deuce and Frankie are looking, but then they're about to fall, or I think they Claude believes that they're about to be caught, so he wants to like change hiding spot, but they end up falling into this like trap door, and then they end up getting caged in with this humongous plant monster that's like carnivorous. And the others then found Deuce and Frankie just found Laguna and Draculaura, who were actually in the pipes again. So that was really funny. So it was really cute. And so while they're waiting for the other werewolves to come back, they start playing dodgeball, which is as we'll see, a lot more electrifying than normal dodgeball. So Claude and Claudine, they're stuck here in this room with this huge carnivorous plant. Claude tries to sing to it like a lullaby, doesn't work, and so they try maybe like knotting up the plant vines, and that seems to work. You look at him, he looks so proud, he's like even winking, like he's so confident. I love it. And so but it ends up not working, and so the plant gets free, and then it gets a hold of Claude. Now going back to the other group, they're playing dodgeball, and it seems to be all going well. And then they start hearing noises, and then Deuce says that it's probably just Claude who's fallen asleep, because he apparently snores very loudly since ever he moved into the dormitories with him, which is also a really nice little detail. So Claude is about to get eaten, but he gets free, so that's amazing. And then here we get a really nice moment between the two. Claudine is finally she's had enough. She's like trying to get to the bottom of like why Claude is so protective, and like it's just so annoying, and like he's smothering her, and it's just like really too much. And so he realizes like, yeah, I'm just trying to be a good brother, because he obviously doesn't know like what that actually means. And so he took, his dad telling him to protect her a little too seriously. But he means well, and it's such a cute little heartwarming moment. I love this. I love how they're bonding, and it's just a really cute moment that I feel like it just really shows you that they're actually trying to flesh out the dynamic here, the characters, the relationship, which I love. And that makes me love Claude even more because he's just so like innocent and naive, and it's just, oh my god, it's so cute. And Claudine, of course, as well. So they're all good again, but now they still have to, get out of there somehow. And this is where we basically already saw what happens in the clip that actually got released on the official YouTube page. So we already know what happens. I covered this in a separate video. Claudine uses her moon amulet to blind the monster. They get away scot-free. They land on top of the others, it's all good. And Claude learned his lesson, and they're all happy again. And then of course we have the second half, which is crushed. So it starts off with Frankie explaining what happened to the eyeball. So Frankie went to the tryouts with Claudine, and so they wanted to both get in so they could have like this ongoing thing with practice and like practicing together, fear leading, and having like ice cream. And it's like a whole thing that they had planned once they got in together. So the tryouts start and Heath goes first, which is honestly cool that they also had, male characters try out for the team. They could have easily just had it be all, females, all girls. But I like the inclusivity here that Heath and Claude also tried out, and, Heath unfortunately didn't do too well. But, it's okay. And here we have a new character. Thunderbird, I believe is her name. She's the coach, which is she looks really cool. She's obviously like an eagle, kind of like bird monster. She looks amazing. Look at that hair. Here we can see, Torlai and Draculaura as well in their uniforms. They look amazing. And so Heath, he goes back to the benches, and look, him and Claude, they just look so cool. And Iris and Spectre are here as well, and this big bear character too. And apparently his name is Kuma, so that's amazing. So, apparently they all tried out, and now it's, Claudine's turn, and Torlai is not pleased. Obviously, she's still very anti-human wolf, half human werewolf. So she's like, please, no, don't get in. But so Claudine tries, she starts off and then she jumps super high. And so obviously, you can tell she's just super good. So she probably gets in. And so it's now down to Frankie. And so Frankie is super nervous, and, safe to say that maybe the tryout didn't go the best for them. Draculaura gives a speech because she is head fear leader, and she says that she would wish that everyone could be part of the team if she could choose. And then Torlai says, I opposite of what she said. I just love her attitude. It's so iconic, and she's like, I don't approve that. I don't like that. So yeah, the final decision lies upon Coach Thunderbird. And so she starts rhyming up this, speech on who got in. First up, we have Claude. And look at this cute little moment. Draculaura is so short, she had to jump up to high five Claude. She gives him some pom-poms. And then we have Iris next up, who got into the squad. And yes, she got in. And this is Iris. I know this is a confirmation that this is Iris. We already saw her in previous episodes, and I made a whole video about it a long time ago, that this was going to be Iris. But back then, the subtitles never, vocally confirmed with her name that this was Iris. It could have been just another new Cyclops character, but thanks to the, subtitles, we do have confirmation that this is in fact Iris. So I think obviously she looks different here, but I think it's really just the outfit that could have been done better. I feel like if she just had a more flattering and just a more visually interesting looking outfit, she will look better. It's just really the outfit. And then of course we have Kuma, who yes is the big bear character. I don't know why he's here. I don't get it. And then we have Claudine, who also gets in, and that's it. Frankie does not get in. The coach does not say Frankie's name, so Frankie's confused. And so they go up to the coach, and the coach says, better luck next time. So Frankie's upset, obviously, because they had all these plans, for cheerleading tryouts. And so that's just not going to happen anymore. So Claudine's like, I don't want to take this opportunity away from you. If you're sad, then I won't, be part of the team. And look at Torlai. I love her expression here. She's like, yes, please get out of my team. I'll take the pom-pom out of your hands gleefully. It's like, I I love the expression. It's so camp. But Frankie's like, no. It's okay. You do you. I'll be fine. And you can tell, like, Frankie's not doing well. But they're putting up a good front. Like, they're not going to show anything about, like, their true emotions, which they're still they're still trying to figure out what that even is. So they're dealing with disappointment, which is the first time they're feeling that. And Spectra and Heath, they also didn't make the cut, so they're also very disappointed alongside Frankie. And so I like that we're getting more scenes with Spectra here as well. So Frankie asks for help from Heath, and so Heath said at first that his dad gave him some good advice about bottling up his feelings, and then that's actually the only part that Frankie hears before Heath actually explains with more context that was before he realized that was really a bad thing to do, and that he should really let out his expressions and feelings, and that's way better than bottling them up. So, but Frankie didn't hear that, unfortunately. So Frankie was gone, and here we get bald Heath, amazing. And Spectra is really cute. She's like, "Do you want a hug?" And like, it's a really cute moment. And he's like, "Yay, I do." But obviously she's a ghost, so it doesn't work out. And he plops. He plops to the floor. And look, I love this moment. It's so funny. Back in the dormitories, Frankie's looking for a bottle and trying to figure out how this works with like bottling up their feelings. Again, Frankie took that quite literally. And so we get a montage here where Frankie, throughout the day, they keep bottling up their feelings whenever they start to feel any kind of, disappointment, or they get reminded by the, cheerleading tryouts. And so here we get a cute moment. Cleo waves at Frankie. Frankie doesn't see Cleo. Cleo goes to sit down next to Frankie, and then Frankie gets up at the same time. And then here we can see at the coffin bean, Cleo's actually taking orders for ice cream. And here we also get to see Iris again, looking amazing. And then, again, Iris. I think that's actually her. Yeah, I think we'll see later on, but that's actually her cheerleading uniform. It's just a different shirt. It's a different shirt. I do wish she had maybe a more interesting looking cheerleading, uniform. It's just a shirt. I feel like they kind of cheaped out here, but it's okay. It's whatever, I guess. So Cleo tries to get Frankie's order for like ice cream flavor, but then Frankie says like it doesn't matter, whatever. So Cleo obviously notices that something's off because Frankie is totally obsessed with ice cream. And so Cleo asks, maybe is it like FOMO, like fear of missing out? And Frankie doesn't really know what to make of that, as Claudine and Draculaura are now here to talk about the tryouts, about the practice. So they recall a joke that was actually kind of hard to describe because you had to be there to kind of get it. And so that makes Frankie feel even more excluded because obviously Frankie was not there to get the joke and be part of the joke and be part of this experience that was unique to that situation. So Frankie is disappointed again at the pep rally, but Cleo goes to sit down next to Frankie, which is really adorable. Cleo's like, you saved me a seat. It's so cute. And you can see here the bottle is getting very heavy with lightning bolts. And so Cleo starts to ask about what happened, really, but that's when the pep rally actually starts. So we have Captain, Coach Thunderbolt here presenting the new cheer squad, and they all look great. I mean, even he has a little cap now, the big bear. And look at Claude, look at his uniform. It's so cute. And again, I just wish her outfit was more exciting. But, it's cute. And look at these close-ups. They look amazing. And unfortunately, all of this commotion makes Frankie, explode with even more lightning bolts that cannot be contained by the jar anymore. So they all cause a shortcut with the lighting equipment, and so they're all left in the dark, and so obviously they cannot perform the pep rally anymore. But thanks to Cleo's nightlight, they get out safely, so they can, hash this out. And I like this moment again. It's just like a cute little moment. They're holding hands, and then here Cleo specifies, I'm not scared of the dark is scared of me. That's why I have a nightlight. So I like that they still kept that little detail from G1, that Cleo is scared of the dark, and with the whole pyramid shaped nightlight. So Cleo finally gets down to the bottom of like what's happening here. Frankie doesn't want to overwhelm Cleo with like bad negativity, but Cleo's like, I got you, just lay it on me. And so Frankie really goes on heavy, explains everything, and Cleo's like, yeah, that's a lot. So she tries her best. She tries to explain like what's happening, and that it's really not good to bottle up your feelings, and that you really should let it out and just let go of it, or maybe find new outlets to relax, or like to take off your mind, or just to take off the tension, and not keep it all bottled up, because that's just not good. That's not a solution, because that's just pushing off a lot of emotions that at one point will just come crashing down. And so this is what happens here. Frankie finally lets out all of their feelings with a lot of tears and lightning bolts, and that ends up making them feel even better. So they're fully charged up now. They feel amazing, and they have a cute little moment here with Cleo as well. And Frankie says, thanks Cleo. It's a really cute moment, between friends. And so they go back in, and they, give back the lightning electricity to the lightning equipment, and the pep rally show can go on. And so it goes on. It looks amazing. We got some shots of the background characters, Iris, and then Frankie gets a resolve here at the very end, realizing that, it's better to actually talk about your feelings, knowing that, true friends will not, just abandon you because you have negativity, or you have like sadness. It's normal, and it deepens your relationship even further. And now, and it's really cute that Frankie says that now I have like friends, real friends, like Claudine and Draculaura and Cleo. So it's official now. Cleo and Frankie are officially friends. I love that. The thumbs up, it's like such a mom behavior. I love it. It's so cute. And at the very end, Frankie, sheds a little tear of joy, and weirdly enough, I don't know why, but Laguna pops up here out of nowhere and drinks their tears of joy. So, okay. So that was the episode breakdown. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know what you think of these two new episodes. I think overall, they were super cute. I love the development that they had with Cleo and Frankie, and Claudine and Claude. It's just really heartwarming and wholesome. And like, shockingly, Claude is like my favorite character. Like, what is happening? He's taking over. He's just so charming and adorable and lovable. But anyways, let me know what you think down below. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way daily, and keeping you up to date with all the adulty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope to see you next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.